Hey race fans, it's Randy Orton, Fan 2011, and now it's time to get the Gatorade Duels underway. This will be the first of two Gatorade Duels to determine the starting lineup for the Daytona 500 of Season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup Series. This will determine the inside row, so whoever comes, whatever position you finish, will be determining your starting position on the inside row, and it will start from row 2 all the way down to row 21. So you see your name here: Ty Naughton, John Dillon, James Qualls, Anthony McCurry, James McLeod, Liam Ervig, Seth Cole, Stephen Whitman, Eric Burton, Red Bell, Dylan Young, Luke Martin, Trent Dunham, Joseph Lombard, Justin Perry, Ryan Richards, Michael Norman, Ryan Cooper, Peachy London, and Wolfgang Mason will all be participating in this first duel. If you did not hear your name, that means you will be in the second duel later tonight. So let's get this race going underway. This is only one of the dual races, so it's only going to be 6 laps. So only 6 laps here to determine where everyone will start in this Daytona 500. Doesn't really matter where you start because, it's all a matter of where you finish in this one to determine where you're going to start in the 500. Of course, no driver wants to start. Of course, I would like to see every driver start near the front, but unfortunately, very few select can do that. Pace car makes a left turn pit road. 6 laps of racing here in this Gatorade Duel. Green flag is out. Ty Naughton will lead the field to the start-finish line and into turn 1. There will be no yellow flags, by the way, so if you wreck, you wreck, and you will be starting in the back. There's James Qualls to the inside of Ty Naughton for the lead, but here comes James McLeod as well in his Pepsi Max machine, getting help from Seth Cole. We see also they're going 3 wide, as you can see right there. Ty Naughton stuck on the outside line, and a lot of cars had to go to the apron, but they have saved it, and James McLeod leads the first lap, but here comes Seth Cole to the inside. Seth Cole to the inside, looking for the lead, coming into turn 1. He's got Eric Burton right behind him, and there is Trent Dunham in the 39, his second season in the U.S. Army Chevy Impala. And there's Justin Perry in his 3rd season in the 18 car. He's looking to make an impact. If you haven't known this, Justin Perry actually made the playoffs twice in both Season 1 and Season 2. He's pretty much a dark horse in making the playoffs, but he didn't really make much of an impact when the playoffs actually started. Oh, Michael Norman hit the apron there. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful right there. Oh, there's a car off the pace, so it's James Qualls. James Qualls is off the pace. I don't know what happened to him. We'll have to take a look at what happened to James Qualls after what happened, but barring any other incidents, James Qualls will be starting towards the back. Liam Ervig is also a bit off the pace as well. There's a bit of separation between the first pack and the second pack. I think it's between position, I don't know, I think the top 10 cars, I think. Trying to count here. Yes, it is the top 10 cars, but I think that second line. I think Stephen Whitman's starting to catch up a little bit. We just reached the halfway point. Michael Norman led at the halfway point, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, there's a car in the wall. Oh, Seth Cole's in the wall. Oh, another tough break for Seth Cole. Now he's gonna fall all the way back to second to last. Oh boy, that's gonna be another tough break for Seth Cole. And now they're really starting to bunch up. Oh, Eric Burton in the wall. Gotta be careful, guys. And it is, who is it? Red Bell, who will lead with 2 to go now. And there is rookie John Dillon in the 88, looking to make his move. But here comes James McLeod. Stephen Whitman has caught back up has put himself back in the picture here, as Justin Perry and Ty Naughton have back in it as well. And there's Wolfgang Mason, who started towards the back. And here comes James McLeod to the inside, getting help from Stephen Whitman and Justin Perry. They'll take the white flag this time by. It's a matter of where everyone is going to finish to determine where everyone will start And of course, I will have a starting lineup video that will determine where everyone will start. It's Justin Perry now the leader coming off turn 2, but it's still a long way to the start-finish line. And now they're going 3 wide. That's going to make Justin Perry a happy camper. Or maybe Trent Dunham might have something to say about that. Oh, but he lost a lot of speed. Oh, man, he lost a lot of speed. But here comes Wolfgang Mason. Wolfgang Mason, can we finish here? It looks like it was Justin Perry. Justin Perry did cross the line first, followed by Wolfgang Mason. Ty Naughton third, Stephen Whitman fourth, and Trent Dunham somehow saved his car and managed to stave off a top 5 finish. But, wow, I really thought Trent Dunham had something in for Justin Perry there, but, wow. That's a great first duel right there, and we're only on the first duel. The second duel is coming up soon. I'm not sure what happened to James Qualls, though. He was well off the pace somehow. He was well off the pace. We'll see what happened to him, so stay tuned. Here's what happened to James Qualls, which put him well off the pace. He just scraped the outside wall, and he would just... The steering just would not work for James Qualls. And that really put a lot of damage on that right side of the car. And that really forced James Qualls to really slow down. That is a tough break for James Qualls. And then the same thing would happen to Seth Cole later on in the race. I think this is a lap later, past the halfway point. Right around here, there it is. He just scrapes that outside wall. Just, his car would not work. His car would just not steer, and look at all these other cars, and Seth tried to block Liam Ervig, but he couldn't. So tough break for James Qualls, tough break for Seth Cole, and now we take you to your official race results. As a look at your results, it will be Justin Perry, Wolfgang Mason, Ty Naughton, Stephen Whitman, and Trent Dunham who make up your top 5. They will be starting 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th respectively in the 500. 6th through 10th now, Red Bell, James McLeod, Ryan Cooper, John Dillon, and Ryan Richards. And now we go through the bottom half of the finishing order. Michael Norman, Eric Burton, Anthony McCurry, Dylan Young, Joseph Lombard, Liam Ervig, Seth Cole, Pichu London, Luke Martin, and James Qualls. You see a lot of big names there. Seth Cole and James Qualls, really, that's a tough break for both of those guys. They're going to have to start towards the back, as well as returning Pichu London and rookie Luke Martin. But how about other rookies such as Wolfgang Mason, Ty Naughton, Stephen Whitman? They'll be starting inside the top 10 for the Daytona 500. That's the inside row, by the way, but Gatorade Duel number 2 is coming up next, and that will be determining the outside row for the Daytona 500. So stay tuned for Duel 2, guys. This is Randy Orton, Fan 2011, signing off. I'm out.